Remember February 2023, when Turkey cried out for help after the devastating earthquake, and India, without hesitation, sent planes, aid, and rescuers? But just over a year later, how has Turkey repaid India? By helping arm India's enemies, by backing terror, by choosing to side not with a democracy that saved its people, but with a state that sponsors cross-border terrorism. Yes, 300 to 400 Turkish drones were used by Pakistan to target Indian soil, military posts, civilian areas, Indian cities, all under the radar of Turkish drones flown by Pakistani hands. This is not just betrayal. This is warmongering. In the wake of the horrific Pahalgam terror attack, as India mourned its dead and vowed retribution, Pakistan panicked. Global support was missing. The Arab world stayed silent. China, its closest friend, was unusually quiet. And then, something moved. Multiple Turkish C-130 Hercules aircraft were spotted landing in Pakistan. Military grade. Suspicious timing. Turkey claimed it was just a refueling stop. But soon after, Turkish-made Songar drones were launched by Pakistan to target 36 locations across India. India successfully thwarted Pakistan's attempt to target these 36 sites, intercepting the drones before they could cause harm. Then came the Turkish warship, TCG Buyukada, docking in Karachi days after the airlift. Again, Turkey claimed it was a routine visit. Routine or calculated military signaling? Meanwhile, President Erdogan, the only world leader, met Pakistan's prime minister right after the terror strike. And what followed? Not condolences for India, but praise and unwavering support for Pakistan. Let that sink in. This is not a one-off incident. It's the natural outcome of years of Turkey-Pakistan military cooperation. $1.5 billion Corvette deal, 4 Milgem-class warships, 2 already in Pakistan. Turkish drones like Bayraktar TB2 and Akinci are now a regular feature in Pakistan's arsenal. Joint training exercises, weapons transfers, strategic alignment. And what binds them? A shared ideological project. Erdogan's dream of leading the Muslim world. His neo-Ottoman fantasy of becoming the spiritual leader of the Ummah. And Pakistan is his loyal foot soldier. This alliance is not about trade or friendship. It's about targeting India. Let's be clear. Turkey was one of the first nations to recognize India's independence in 1947. There have been decades of friendly ties. But under Erdogan, that's changed. He's raised the Kashmir issue at the UN multiple times, sided with Pakistan after Article 370 was abrogated, and now he's arming a country that sends terrorists across India's borders. But India is not sitting idle. India is building defense ties with Greece, Turkey's longtime rival. India has signed major arms deals with Armenia, countering Turkish-backed Azerbaijan. India is deepening strategic ties with Israel, France, and the UAE, all wary of Erdogan's aggressive posturing. And now the backlash is going economic. Boycott Turkey is trending across India. Public anger is spilling into trade. Indian importers are canceling orders. Tour operators are shifting away from Istanbul. Bilateral trade, which stood at over $12 billion annually, is at risk of a sharp decline. And if Erdogan thinks he can target India without consequences, he's about to see how a democracy retaliates through its market, its diplomacy, and its alliances. So here's the hard question. Why is the international community silent on Turkey's double game? Why is NATO, of which Turkey is a member, turning a blind eye to Turkish weapons being used in proxy attacks against India? And why is a country that India once helped in its darkest hour, helping those who seek to kill Indian citizens? This is not just geopolitics. This is moral hypocrisy. India will respond. India will remember. Because when a friend turns into an enabler of terror, the silence must end. Turkey's drones may fly over Indian skies, but India's eyes are open and India's resolve unshaken. President Erdogan, you have made your choice, and now India will make its move. The question is, will the world keep ignoring it? Or will it finally call out Turkey for what it is becoming? A silent partner in Pakistan's terror campaign. This is not just about drones or diplomacy. It's about betrayal, ideology, and the price of misplaced loyalty. And India is taking note, loud and clear.